Grace, and in this video I'm going to talk about people who want to tell the world that they're all wrong and that one person has the right way of looking at it, and so they do. Now, I'm going to talk about when they do it online. Some would say that maybe they do it online because they can't do it in person, face to face, because somebody might get mad and there would be a bad result. So they get online. Some people call them trolls. I've heard them called bashers, flamers, haters, trolls, since I first got online in 1990. Okay, so they've had various names, but yeah, they get online, they either read something somebody writes or watches a video these days, more these days, and they're going to tell that person, leave a comment and say, you're wrong. And then they say why they're wrong, and they try to show their superior knowledge about this topic. And often it is not superior, okay? Now, these, I think we've probably all seen this happen, and then there are some people who will back them up and, cheer them on and all that. But the thing about it is what they've said is not superior. It's not even close to superior. Now, unless they actually do have a superior intelligence or a genius IQ, yeah, no. And then you can see that they don't, because it's not. The logic is totally screwed up. But some of these are also conspiracy theorists. Now, I know some people say, oh, you should give some of these conspiracy theories a chance. Yeah, I believe in, listening to them, paying attention, seeing, does it really make sense? Is there any fact, real fact behind it? Or is it just what they say? Oh, well, my theory is this. And they have nothing that backs it up, but they believe that it's true. Okay, they just don't have any fact. But they're not going to say they don't have any fact. They think that their word is law. They think that their word is all that is needed because they see it that way. To them it's logical, therefore it's fact. No. One of the things I've seen a lot with this type is that they will say, something like along the line of, well, these scientists, they don't take it deep enough. These scientists, they don't do enough on it. They just set it aside and they throw it away. Once they've determined something, they toss it aside. They don't know that. They're just saying that. That's just what they're using to what? To try to validate their facts. You can't call them facts. But they try to validate by downing, cutting down the true professionals. And some people know, like a narcissistic type of behavior is to think that you deserve notoriety for something that you have not done any of the work for. Put it simple, you haven't done anything to have notoriety for that, and they often think they are better than the professionals. And that's the case in point. A lot of these conspiracy theories are just that. Why did this kind of thing develop? Now, you think back, I'm 55. Now, I think back when I was a child, anybody who was, where I attended school, we were bright kids. Okay, at one point, it was sometime after that, because back then they didn't have the internet, but once they did, they were noted as number 3 in the state of Texas. The school district was number 3 in the state of Texas, and it wasn't any worse before then, okay? But yeah, they were way up there. So very bright students. Still, so really, I never heard much about nerds, because we were all kind of brainiacs. Many of us were. And we didn't have that attitude that to take it out, act superior to those who didn't. We were just all people. We had our strengths and weaknesses, all of us. So there was no kind of nerd wars or anything. The first time I saw it was on Jim or John Belushi, which was it? A show about nerds or something. It was a long time ago, a movie. Yeah, really, and it was the first time I heard anything like, people really, looking down on people when they were, intelligent people. first time, It was constant, since then, I've seen a lot of that. I've seen a lot of people, they want to take away from anybody who has intelligence. They want to down them. They want to, out of their own, I would say, this is how, in my opinion, read the disclaimer below, that it's out of their own sense of inferiority, that they want to make those who are, like scientists, or some would call experts, or some would call I call voices of authority. They want to take those and say, no, you're not, I am. They're trying to elevate themselves with no base, none. They will make up something that they think will sound logical, and the bad thing is a lot of people buy into it because they're feeling the same way, or something similar, or they're just not intelligent enough, or they're being conned. I don't blame victims. They're being conned by these master manipulators, But you can see this online. I've never really been one to, pardon me all that noise back there, I've never been one to really read other people's comments, on their channels, or like before when they were blogs or whatever. I never really was into reading people's comments that were left for theirs. Years, yeah, I'd have times when I would. Now, when I first got online, and anything that you might consider social media, was in 1990. Now, I had my first computer back in 1982. But, yeah, really anything that you could consider social media was 1990. And, yeah, I could see stuff like that. But it worsened. It definitely worsened over the years, because people became, to me, too many people, not everybody. None of this is everybody. One size doesn't fit all. But too many people did become as though when they see those kinds of comments, they think, okay, I'm free to say whatever I want. And that kind of developed part of a culture, an online culture, that you can sit behind a screen and say whatever you want to, even if it's horrible, abusive, verbally abusive, whatever, to somebody just because you're behind a screen. No. We were going to fight the argument saying, everybody should have the right to their opinion, and, they do, and they can say whatever they want to, and blah, 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 blah. Well, not everybody has to accept that. You can say whatever you want, but there's also block delete. Really. And they're going to do something like that, and they're really trying hard to justify themselves as being a total jerk. Jerk wasn't the word I wanted to say. I'm a family-friendly channel, at least in that respect. But yeah, they're going to try to justify why they can be abusive towards somebody else. And they're going to call it censorship. Whatever. I'm going to censor you. I'm not going to let people see that you think you can beat me up, verbally beat me up in comments. No, thank you. You're not going to. This is my channel. You want to do that? Hit the road. Go somewhere else. I'm not allowing it. But they believe that. It's funny. Funny is in a funny way, but you know what I'm saying. That they really think that everybody has to allow them to hurt them. No, you don't. You don't have to allow somebody to hurt you. So they need to learn that. It's not censorship. It's not being abused. So, but they'll fight that. They will argue with that. Oh, well, we can abuse if we want to. Block, delete. There goes your comment. You wasted your time. Nobody's going to see it. You're not going to get this notoriety that you want from everybody in the world. Sorry. Not sorry. Not at all sorry. But to go back on this, about the conspiracy theories, and I've made my points about how I see them, and you can bet somebody's going to come along and say, act as though that I am the innocent in the world, and they need to inform me that I really should give it a chance, and I really should think more, because they're superior, and they know that I'm inferior to them. And I'm just a little young one who's just fell off the turnip truck. No, sorry, have not. Have you considered I might see you that way? That you're that gullible? That you believe these things? Yeah. People don't want to hear that. Oh, no. You just ostracize yourself. They want to hear what they want to hear. Even no matter how bizarre it is. And that is that they want people to say, oh, you are superior-minded and you're right. Unless you are, you're not. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm starting to laugh here. And it's too serious, really. It's too serious of a topic. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.